Have you left it too late to start your KDP business? Well, if that's a question you want answered, then it may be worthwhile to stick around for this video. Now, if you don't know what KDP is, it's a self-publishing platform where you can publish your own books that you have created to be sold on the Amazon platform. And these can be low content and no content books. And a couple of examples could be a coloring book, a line notebook, and a dot-to-dot notebook. But there is thousands and thousands of different kinds of books you can create. But where should you start if you want to start your KDP business? Let me show you right now. So you may want to take a couple of notes from today's video. Now, if we start off with this book here, this is a composition notebook, wide-ruled paper notebook journal, and this is just a basic lined interior notebook. It's what I would recommend you guys to be creating when you first start out if you have no experience in this. And well, it was a book that I actually found under the unicorned line notebook phrase, which if we search has only 1,000 results, which if you have been to my recent videos, you will know that that meets our criteria. And if we have a little scroll down more, you can see it's a book that has a bestsellers rank of 9,817. And at the time of this recording, that means this book is making $690 per month at least. It is highly likely that it is making a lot more than that. And let's look at another example. So we have another one here, a leopard print composition notebook, college ruled 110 pages. Again, if we look at it, a simple book, just got a basic leopard print on the front. And if we have a look at the interior, another lined interior. And this has a bestsellers rank of 5,256. And at the time of this recording is making $1,102 per month. Now you may be saying to me, well, Rory, these books, they've been published since 2019. It says up here that they've been on the market since 2019. Well, let me show you another book then. So this is a notebook, black cover, a basic notebook, only got one piece of text on the front. And well, if we have a look at the interior, another basic lined interior. And well, if we look at the bestsellers rank for this, it has a bestsellers rank of 7,460, which means it's making $841. And let's have a look at the publishing date, October 9th, 2020. So that means that this book has been published in the last 5 months. I mean, that is completely ridiculous amounts of money for a simple book like that. Now, I pulled a stat from a YouTuber by the name of Marles, and if you didn't know, that is my dad, and well, I'm hoping he won't be annoyed by me taking this stat from his video. But in his video, he said that he looked at the top 300 books selling on the KDP platform, and approximately 8.5% were uploaded in the last 6 months. Now, that may not seem very much to you, 8.5. It's not a very big number, is it? But you've got to take that into perspective. That's 26 books out of 300 of the top selling books on Amazon. And you must remember that these books, these simple aligned books, are books that are competing against low content coloring books that have been on the market for many, many years with tons of reviews. So actually, 26, that is a lot more than I personally would have expected. And well, that also brings on another fact that I get loads of comments saying, oh, it's going to be impossible to compare against these books. They've got thousands of reviews. Well, there's evidence here to show that actually that is not true whatsoever. There's books that are competing against these top selling books that have just 0 reviews on them. But anyway, how do we turn our simple lined interior into one of these top selling books making a couple thousand per month? Well, let me show you. So if we go to one of my favorite sites, and that is Pinterest, especially if you're a beginner. Well, Pinterest is brilliant for finding all sorts of different quotes, and a personal favorite of mine is funny quotes. And this can range from any sort of funny quote you want. This could be a funny teacher quote, this could be a funny cat quote, this could be a funny dog quote. The list is endless. And now, if we go to my folder here, and I've got a folder specifically made for books. And if we have a scroll down here, well, you can see a bunch of quotes that I have saved whilst looking through Pinterest, whether this be animal related, whether this be teacher related, whether it be motivational related. I've just got this folder full of different ideas. And let me show you how I get one of those ideas. So say we're wanting to create a book for someone that loves dogs. So let's search up funny dog quotes and let's see what comes up. Something like this is what we'd be looking for. If my dog doesn't like you, we can't be friends. And the way you can turn this into a book with a nice font on the front, and then you can put a nice simple vector. And the perfect site for finding vectors is a place like Vecteezy, because then I can go to Vecteezy, type in dog, leave it to search, and well, it will come up with a bunch of different vectors of dogs, which we can then take and put on the front of our books. So something like that, I would go and save. I would then go and save into my book folder. And then we've also got another one here. You had me at woof. Now the beauty of this one, it's short, it's snappy, it's funny. And I like the idea that this person has got with the changing the font for the woof and putting a paw as the O in you. So this is also an idea that you can then take and get inspiration of to then put into your book. So again, another one I would save. And then what you would then do, accompanied with these covers that you are then making using these quotes, you can then put in a simple lined interior. And well, if you want to get a simple lined interior, my Gumroad store, I give one away to you guys for free. I give away a bunch of interiors to you guys for free. So the link will be in the description below. And yeah, just have a mess around with that. Now let's move on to something that may interest you a bit more. Why I think 2021 could lead to even more sales than usual. Well, we've had this thing called COVID around, and I'm hoping by saying that word YouTube won't demonetize me, but you never know. But anyway, we've had this pandemic happen. And well, this has led to many people going onto Amazon and starting an online shopping. They've never done online shopping before, but it's because now that they've had to, because they haven't been able to go to their supermarkets, they've been too scared to go to their supermarkets, well, they've now changed to following the trend and doing their online shopping. And now, who are the kind of people that haven't really used Amazon before? Well, that's the older generation. I'm hoping you're starting to see a pattern here. What do the older generation like more than the newer generation? But they like to write stuff down a lot more. It was more common for the older generation to have a journal or do word searches, do Sudoku, that sort of thing. Well, what are they going to go and then be buying for stuff to do while they're at home with nothing to do? They'll be going onto Amazon, buying these low content and no content books, whether that be Sudoku, word search, simple line journals, and buying all these things for themselves. So this has meant that Amazon sales have skyrocketed in every sort of products, not just books. And well, I'm hoping you can see that. If you looked at the Amazon stock at the moment, you can see since the pandemic has begun, Amazon sales have just gone up. And I think during the pandemic, this is when Jeff Bezos became the richest man in the world at one point. And also there may be people out there, maybe yourself, that have been left jobless, unfortunately, due to this pandemic. Well, maybe this is the time to be starting this side hustle to earn yourself a bit of cash, and hopefully in the future, hopefully it will turn out really successful and it can turn into your full-time job. Because personally, I believe online businesses will keep becoming more and more popular, and well, why not get in there at the beginning when there's less competition? So, do I think you should start a KDP business in 2021? And the answer is no. I'm just kidding. Of course I think you do. Don't let excuses stop you from missing this opportunity in making some big money. And plus, I'll be honest, another advantage of KDP is that it doesn't require you to have much skill compared to other online businesses. Like a lot of this stuff you can download. Like I'm saying, you can download these interiors. All you have to do is have basic knowledge of KDP, do the necessary keyword and niche research, which I will leave a couple of videos above for any of you beginners out there on some free ways you can do some keyword and niche research. And well, you can do most of the things I talk about in all my videos in places like PowerPoint and Google Slides, which are just free softwares which are accessible to every single one of you. So there's no excuse in starting your business. And well, for all of you guys that are still watching, and I'm very, very thankful that you are still watching, is that one tip I will give you is it is very important to stay organized. That is one of the biggest tips I will give you. Like, it's something that I didn't do at first, and then it required me to do more work in the future. And whether this be getting a Google Doc listed with all the best keyword phrases you could be using, best niches you can be getting into, all those different things, or creating a spreadsheet of all lists of your books so that easily you can go back to if you make a mistake or you want to grab some keywords that are making a lot of money. Well, that's something that I would really recommend, especially from the beginning. Staying organized is very, very important, because this is really vital in, well, maximizing productivity and churning out as many books as you can. So thank you guys for watching, and well, go and start your KDP business. Click off this video right this instant and create your books. I'll see all you guys in the next one, and goodbye.